Good Thursday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to tonight's top stories, let's take a quick look outside that weather window on this Thursday. And yeah, we did see more of that smoky haze out there today, pretty much all over north central Washington, but particularly right here in the Wenatchee Valley, just kind of along the Columbia River, just would not move today. Some clouds above that too. All in all, temperature-wise, it wasn't bad, but things should clear out as we get into Friday. And there's your reason why. Southwesterly winds beginning to blow for Friday, and that should blow most, in fact, all of this smoke out. We could see some gusty winds for Friday, and that'll mainly be in the Okanagan Valley, also in the Columbia Basin. And then for the upcoming weekend, it's going to feel more like fall, even though fall isn't until next Thursday officially. High temperatures are going to be in the 60s, some lows in the 40s, and we could see some showers Saturday night into Sunday morning. And we'll talk more weather for you coming up a little bit later on. And now a few of the news stories we're following for you tonight. Police say an employee at the Wenatchee Home Depot store cornered a janitorial worker in the store bathroom, groped her, and stole her cell phone. Wenatchee police found a stockpile of tools Wednesday night after serving a search warrant on a hotel room believed to have been occupied by a burglary suspect. And the East Wenatchee Pharmacist, who helped two firefighters avoid their required COVID vaccinations, will now pay a fine and undergo training in order to keep his license. But first, our top story tonight. In a classic case of good news, bad news, the state this afternoon was able to reopen the North Cascades Highway, while U.S. Highway 2 is likely now to remain closed through at least Monday. Highway 20 North Cascades was closed early yesterday by mudslides. It became the second Cross Mountains Pass to close, with the U.S. Highway 2 Stevens Pass route having been shut down since last Saturday by the Bolt Creek fire outside Skykomish. WashDOT said a joint task force supporting the firefighting efforts will reassess the highway coming up on Monday. In addition to the danger of the fire burning along the highway, several areas of the roadway have been covered by burned trees and debris. Police say an employee at the Wenatchee Home Depot store cornered a janitorial worker in the store bathroom, groped her, and stole her cell phone. 22-year-old Eric Alvarado Reyes of East Wenatchee is charged with first-degree theft and fourth-degree assault with sexual motivation. The alleged victim told police Reyes entered the closed bathroom while she was cleaning it on Saturday morning. There, he allegedly asked for her contact information, and when she refused, he stole her phone from her pants pocket. She said after she took the phone back, Reyes continued to harass her and seized her buttocks with both hands. The woman reported the incident to Wenatchee police that morning. Reyes was arrested that day and released Monday on $1,000 bond. He faces arraignment coming up on September 26th. Wenatchee police found a stockpile of tools last night after serving a search warrant on a hotel room believed to have been occupied by a burglary suspect. The Wenatchee Police Department said the suspect had earlier escaped after officers were unable to pursue his vehicle. But the vehicle was located at the hotel a short distance away, and police said probable cause was established to seize the suspect's truck and camper trailer. Police said after obtaining the search warrant, a, quote, plethora, unquote, of tools were found inside the room. The suspect remains at large. Anyone who has been a victim of a recent theft and can identify the tools is asked to contact the Wenatchee Police Department. The East Wenatchee Pharmacist, who helped two firefighters avoid their required COVID vaccinations, will now pay a fine and undergo retraining in order to keep his license. 51-year-old Jeffrey W. Reynolds must pay $1,000 under an agreement with the State Department of Health and take at least 10 hours of classes in professional ethics. Last year, two firefighters with Douglas County Fire District 2 resigned from their jobs after it was revealed that Reynolds falsified paperwork to verify the men had received their full COVID-19 vaccinations. Reynolds, who was a pharmacist with the East Wenatchee Walgreens at the time, threw away doses of the vaccine rather than administer them to the firefighters. He was dismissed by Walgreens shortly after. Reynolds signed his agreement with the Department of Health in late August. It was formalized by the department last week. Well, when we come back, Wenatchee is assessing whether to create a tax increment financing district in the northern part of the city. The lower jawbone of a 6-million-year-old mastodon will soon be on display at the Wanapum Heritage Center at Mattawa. Mission Ridge Ski and Board Resort says with the recent installation of new lights, they'll now have what is believed to be the second tallest night skiing operation in the nation. And the State Fish and Wildlife Commission is considering whether to categorize a breed of wild fox as a threatened species. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Right now, it costs $100 to fill this up and $1,000 to fill this up. We're all feeling it. Families and businesses getting squeezed because of broken supply chains and corporate greed. I'm Congresswoman Kim Schreier, and I'm leading the fight to suspend the federal gas tax to get prices down. And I'm holding big oil accountable so they stop ripping us off. I approve this message, and I'll keep fighting to bring down gas prices for you.
Coming home should never be a chore. Let Merry Maids of Wenatchee customize all your cleaning needs. Weekly, bi-weekly, special occasion. Do you have a vacation home that needs cleaning? We clean them too. Locally owned and operated, let Merry Maids do the cleaning while you focus on your family and friends. Merry Maids has special offers to fit your budget. Request your free cleaning estimate today. 509-663-1710.
Bring the whole family up to Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house in historic downtown Chelan. Applewood smoked brisket, street-style tacos, and our award-winning barbecue rubs and sauces. Our meals pair perfectly with our exciting lineup of craft ales, made right here in Chelan. We've got room for big groups, or give us a call for catering. So grab the kids and check out the fun at Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house located in the heart of Chelan.
Welcome back. In another news, the city of Wenatchee is assessing whether to create a tax increment financing district in the northern part of the city. The move could help finance major renovations along North Wenatchee Avenue and North Miller, formerly home to the Washington DOT headquarters, as well as fruit warehouses lost in the 2015 Sleepy Hollow fire. TIF districts allow local governments to issue bonds for infrastructure improvements in a designated zone and pay off those bonds later when property values within the zone begin to rise. The city will hold two public briefings on the proposal at City Hall coming up on Monday, October 3rd and Tuesday, October 4th. The lower jawbone of a 6-million-year-old mastodon will soon be on display at the Wanapum Heritage Center at Mattawa after a Grant County PUD employee helped identify the relic found last March on the Upper Hanford Reach. Brett Lenz, the PUD Manager of Cultural Resources, brought the bone to the PUD Commissioners meeting this week and said he became involved after a rockhound posted a picture of his find on Facebook wondering what it was. Lenz went with the Army Corps of Engineers to the site and later was granted 6 months to study the ringholed mastodon jawbone. After that, the jawbone will have a permanent home at Ice Harbor Dam. A mastodon is the ancient predecessor of the elephant. Ringholed mastodons are named for the region they once inhabited that covers what is today most of Grant County and parts of Benton, Franklin, and Adams counties. Mission Ridge Ski and Board Resort says with the recent installation of new lights, they'll now have what is believed to be the second tallest night skiing operation in the nation. The resort said 42 new light poles have been added to the upper basin, opening several runs off the Wenatchee Express chairlift. The lighting reaches the summit of the ski area at 6,820 feet. That's an increase of 2,250 feet and offering views from Ellensburg to Ephrata. The resort said the added night ski terrain will be a 78% increase over last season. There will be 40 nights of skiing this season beginning on December 26th. The State Fish and Wildlife Commission is considering whether to categorize a breed of wild fox as a threatened species. The Cascade Red Fox is found only in Washington. It ranges throughout the eastern slopes of the mountains, mostly in the southern part of the state, although it's been spotted as far north as Stevens Pass. Habitat loss and competition from other animals such as coyotes led Fish and Wildlife staff to recommend threatened status for that red fox. The commission will weigh that recommendation in a 3-day meeting starting on September 22nd. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's feature story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCWLIFE Evening News. Please stay with us.
Did you know people 65 or older make up 12% of the U.S. population but consume 34% of all prescription drugs? Protect yourself and your aged loved ones from prescription errors. Always read labels carefully to avoid mistakes. Ask your pharmacist if over-the-counter medicines conflict with your prescriptions, and never skip doses or take more than is prescribed. This message sponsored by Aging and Adult Care of Central Washington. Call 1-800-572-4459 for prescription assistance.
At D.A. Davidson in Wenatchee, they believe your investment success begins with a personalized plan. A plan that is the roadmap you need to navigate your way to living your best years in retirement. D.A. Davidson can help you create a plan so you can take the time to enjoy the finer things in life. Let the financial advisors at D.A. Davidson help chart your retirement future today.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. Time now for our weekly Pause for Pets feature from the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. Tonight we revisit a dog named Boone.
Hello, I'm Jenny. I'm the volunteer coordinator here at the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society, and today I have with me Boone. Boone, I have a lot to say about him because he's such an amazing, awesome guy. Probably one of our best trained dogs we have here in our shelter. He knows all his basic commands. He knows shake, hey, thank you. He knows down. He knows roll over. Come on. Good job, buddy. Come here. He's put on a few extra pounds, so that one's a little bit tougher now in the shelter. Boone's been with us for a while. He's one of our behavior program dogs. But here he has so many friends. He loves to go hiking with volunteers. He does go to playgroup with a couple of our shy dogs. He doesn't seem to have a problem with dogs, but for whatever reason, other dogs don't seem to like him as much. So he's in a kind of selective group. But overall, Boone is an awesome dog. He's so smart, he's easy to train. He also knows the command place, and he'll go on his veranda bed or wherever you designate place to, and he stays on place until you give him the command, come. He has been with us for over a year, and we are looking for somebody that he can be in their home with. His issue is that he is territorial in his home, so he needs a home that he can have a secure place to go if somebody comes over, or do proper introductions with new people. Just the intro where people come into the house is stressful for him. So he just needs that special home where it can be a little more controlled, a little less spontaneity with people coming over, or or him going in the yard, backyard, or in a bedroom, or like I said, he's trained to go on place and stay on place and have proper introductions. And he's really good-natured. He's so much fun. He loves balls, like absolutely obsessed with the big jolly balls. So those are probably his best day ever, is having jolly balls to play with. But he also really enjoys hiking. And despite gaining a few extra pounds here, he loves to go and loves to have a good time.
The Wenatchee Valley Humane Society is located at 1474 South Wenatchee Avenue and is open 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. and closed 1:30 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. for quiet hour. Give them a call at 509-662-9577 or visit their website at wenatcheehumane.org.
All right, time now to take a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Weekend getting a little bit closer, and it wasn't a terrible day out there today. Still a little bit hazy and smoky, so not that great for you folks that are sensitive to this kind of weather. And we've been having it since about Saturday of last week. Kept our temperature down just a little bit once again today. 75 our unofficial high. 77 is where we should be for this time of year. Record high 92, and that was set back in 1995. Low temperature this morning 57, and that's about 4 degrees above where we should be at 53. Our record low 40 degrees set in 1969. We did pick up just a trace more of precipitation, and that stays. We now stay at 6.30 inches since the first of the year. In pretty good shape as far as moisture goes. Sunrise 6:38 this morning, and the sun sets for us tonight at 7:12. Let's take a look now at those Friday temperatures. I really do think we are going to clear out. This smoke and haze will clear out tomorrow, and that should allow a pretty nice day for us. 75 Moses Lake and Ephrata, 74 for you folks in Quincy, 72 in Wenatchee. A little bit cooler in our higher elevations, but nice up the Highway 97 corridor. Eniat and Chelan at 72 tomorrow. Let's take a look now at what we can expect tonight. Mostly clear skies. We will see a light northwest breeze, about 5 to 10 miles an hour. Low temperatures overnight tonight, somewhere into the mid-50s for us. Getting you into Friday, we will see a bit of breezy conditions, especially in the afternoon right in north central Washington. Partly cloudy skies, a bit cooler for Friday too. We talked about that. Lower to mid 70s around our viewing area. And then on Saturday, we're talking much cooler temperatures as we see a big flow of air from the north and northwest, and that'll keep our temperatures down only into the mid 60s for high temperatures on Saturday. Lots of clouds too. Sunday also maybe a morning shower or two. Most of those should stay to our south, but we could catch a little bit of that from this area of low pressure. Sunday, partly cloudy skies by afternoon with high temperatures right around that 70-degree mark, and that'll be at least 5 degrees below normal. For Monday, back to the sunshine. We will warm up a little bit on Monday too. It should be a beautiful first 3 days of next week. High temperatures Monday and once again into Tuesday into the mid-70s. That's pretty much seasonal for this time of year. Lots of sun all over the western United States and cooler temperatures. By the time we get to Wednesday, the low pressure that was here will move inland. That could bring a few clouds, not so much Wednesday, but later in the week. Wednesday is going to be nice. Sunshine, high temperatures in the mid-70s. But folks, past Wednesday, it looks like we are in for a major cool down with highs only around 60 degrees. We'll talk more about that coming up. But let's take a look first at our 7-day forecast. We'll talk about that next week, I should say. 54 degrees our overnight low tonight, 72 tomorrow. Don't forget a little bit breezy for you tomorrow. 51 our overnight low. Cooler, much cooler on Saturday at 65. Maybe a morning shower Sunday. Partly cloudy by afternoon and 71. And then just nice Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Mostly sunny with highs in the mid-70s. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
as the sun sets on another hot summer. Let the experts at Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa winterize and close your pool. Closing your swimming pool is the most important service to get right. Letting the professionals from Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa close your pool will ensure that you won't cost yourself thousands of dollars in damage next year. Want to save a little money? Consider dropping the water level yourself and save. Don't wait. Blue Lagoon's pool closing schedule is filling up quickly. Call today.
My name is John Volan, and I'm running to be your next district court judge in Chelan County. It's work I already do. In addition to my private law practice, I serve as a judge pro tem. My experience from the bench has informed my fair and just approach to the law and earned me the respect and endorsements of my legal peers. This fall, vote for experience, fairness, and compassion. Vote John Volan for Chelan County District Court Judge.
Paid for by the committee to elect John Volan for District Court Judge.
And now it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
And a happy Thursday. The Mariners used a long ball and great pitching to beat the Padres in Seattle 6-1 yesterday. Julio Rodriguez and Eugenio Suarez hit homers in the first inning to help Luis Castillo earn his 7th win of the season.
Julio on the first pitch. A deep fly, spinning profile back. First pitch, see you later. It's the second time on this homestand Julio has started the game with a bang. Instant offense 2.0 for Julio. 1-0 Mariners. Gino, a high fly, right center. It continues to carry back. It continues to carry back, and it carries out. That ball had wings. It kept flying out of here. 3 batters in. The Mariners lead it 3-0. Julio taking off. Gets a big jump. A headline slide, and Julio is safe. His 25th stolen base of his rookie season. And with that bag, Julio becomes only the 3rd rookie in Major League history with a 25-homer, 25 stolen base season.
I have to tell you, too, I didn't think he had that good a jump. He just outran it. See him accelerating into the bag as he dives in there, able to keep his hand on the base.
High fly, right center field, punished, deep, gone! 3-run blast, Carlos Santana added on. It's home run derby in Seattle, and the Mariners lead it 6-0.
And this is what you want to see. Exit velo of 109, 425 feet for Santana, his 15th home run of the year. But after a couple of hit batters, he certainly would like to pay it off, and he does in a big way. This is a hanging changeup, middle of the plate. It is on the barrel.
The 0-2. Routine fly ball. Taylor Trammell in right field. He waits for it. He makes the catch, and the Mariners win it.
Yes, they did. Root Sports Northwest Jen Mueller caught up with Julio after the game and asked him about becoming the 3rd rookie in Major League history to hit 25 home runs and steal 25 bags.
I'm honestly just trying to take care one day at a time. I feel like I'm just trying to put myself in the position that I can just provide for the team. I'm happy to reach that milestone, but I'm happy for the runs that I can create for the team with those opportunities, though.
You do create some runs in the 5th, hit by pitch, 2 of them. Carlos Santana comes through. What have you learned from Carlos?
A lot. I feel like that's a guy that's been in the league for a long time, not just because. And having him around is really important for me because it really, I always give me a lot of good advices too.
Lastly, winning is fun. Milestones are special. Is it any more so coming on Hispanic Heritage Day here?
I mean, I feel like everybody knows what we're looking for here. I just happy that all these fans are showing out here. I'm just happy that Seattle knows that we're definitely playing for them right now. And I just hope that they keep just showing out here. And thank you for being here. Let's keep rocking Seattle. Let's do it. We're going to make it happen. Let's go.
Manager Scott Service says the secret sauce was working again to wrap up the homestand 4-4.
The magic formula reappeared today. The special recipe, whatever you want to call it. It is dominant starting pitching and home runs. That's what we subscribe to. And perfect timing today. You know, we wrap up a homestand against, 3 really good teams. And I thought we played really good baseball for the most part in this homestand, right in every game. And nice to get split in the series today after, not doing much offensively last night, and the guys came out ready to roll with Julio. First pitch of the day, hits it out of the park. Gino after that, and Carlos a little bit later to give us a little cushion. But Luis Castillo, again, what an acquisition. Picking up a player of that caliber and having him step into our uniform and then just kind of continue to roll and even take it up a notch. And the velocity he is throwing right now with the movement he's got on his pitches is throwing the ball harder than he ever has at any point in his career. And we are the beneficiaries of it. So it's been awesome to watch. We've needed him, and we're going to continue to need him here, down the stretch.
Seattle has a day off today before beginning a 4-game series in Anaheim against the Angels coming up on Friday. Other American League West action yesterday. Jose hit a 2-run home run in the bottom of the 8th to give Cleveland a 5-3 win over the Angels. Kyle Tucker homered and Alex Bregman's sac fly in the 5th was enough for Houston in a 2-1 win at Detroit. A fielding error by Texas in the top of the 9th allowed Oakland to score the winning run as the A's beat the Rangers 8-7. Here's what the American League wildcard chase looks like today after Seattle and Toronto both won. The Blue Jays have a half-game lead over the Mariners for the top spot with Tampa Bay's loss to Toronto and moves them back a game behind Seattle. Baltimore moves to within 4 games of that last playoff spot with a 5-2 win over Washington. Chicago remains 6.5 back with a 3-0 win or make that loss to Colorado. Minnesota is trying to stay in the hunt at 7.5 back after a 4-0 win over Kansas City. Well, they had to wait for the smoke to clear and play a day later, but what a soccer match last night. The Wenatchee and Eastmont girls played to a 3-3 tie in regulation, 3-3 in overtime, then a penalty kick shootout. Panthers came out on top in the PK shootout to beat the Wildcats 4-3. Circle the calendars October 8th. That's the next time the two teams will meet. Well, coming up today on the pitch in Kettle Falls at Tonasket, Pateras hosts Omak, Chelan's at Brewster. Tonight, Freda visits Sela, Cascades at East Valley in Yakima, and Quincy hosts Cashmere. There were a couple of shutouts in high school volleyball last night. Okanagan blanked Cascade in 3 games, while Cashmere shut out Quincy. Busy schedule tonight. Antioch visits Wilson Creek. It's Liberty Bell hosting Oroville. Bridgeport's at Lake Roosevelt. Waterville-Mansfield is at Moses Lake Christian. Chelan's hosting Ellensburg, and Quincy welcomes Natchez Valley. Eastmont's on the road at Moses Lake tonight, while Wenatchee is at home against I don't know who they're playing against because it doesn't say there. So, swimming. Hey, let's get to that. Earlier in the pool today, Eastmont hosting Moses Lake at the Eastmont Aquatic Center. And don't forget, tomorrow, the big one, we'll have live coverage of the 19th Bridge of Sportsmanship football game between Wenatchee and Eastmont at Wildcat Stadium. I'll be alongside Paul Collard with the pregame underway at 6:30 at Wildcat Stadium. Be sure and listen for more and watch for more on the interviews with the coaches and players that'll be coming up during the pregame show. That'll be tomorrow right here in sports. It's all coming up. The Wenatchee Wild, by the way, fell on the road at Fargo, North Dakota last night in preseason hockey. 7-4 was the final despite goals from Jonathan Horn, Parker Murray, and David Hayduke. The road trip continues tomorrow at Sioux Falls at 5 o'clock. That's sports. Grant, back to you.
Thank you very much, Eric. And that will do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for being with us. Have a great night.
Watch Vibrant Living, brought to you by the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center. Find out about programs and activities for ages 50 and over, and meet amazing seniors who contribute to our community. New episodes Sundays at 1:30 p.m., replayed throughout the week on the NCWLIFE channel. Get your body moving. Tune in for Vibrant Motion, featuring low-impact aerobics hosted by Connie Townsend. These workouts are great for all ages. Vibrant Motion, brought to you by the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center, weekdays on the NCWLIFE channel.
News, weather, and sports. It's all here weekdays at 5, 6, and 10 on your local news source, the NCWLIFE channel.